Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. My name is Sunny Sink. I am a certified master health and life coach, and I am your cosmic guide. I'm trying to get used to that title. What do you guys think of it? I am your cosmic guide. I'm going to see if we are up in the group. So welcome, welcome. If you are watching live from the group, if you're watching the replay that I post on YouTube, welcome, welcome. Just know that this is a very conversational sort of live. And so we'll see how many people jump on with us today. But I really love to kind of have this be a back and forth. I want you to get a lot out of this video, and at the same time, I want it to be a conversation, right? So if you're here watching with us, send a little wave, say hello, and I'm really excited to get started. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about Capricorn season. I find Capricorn season especially special since I'm a Capricorn. So I'm curious if anybody here is a Capricorn. If you are, drop that down below. And what I find to be really interesting and really funny. Hi, Christy. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Sandra. Welcome, guys. So excited to have you here. Something that I've found really interesting since I've been following along with the seasons and what that means for us in terms of personal growth and spiritual growth is there's still a lot of people who think of like, oh, Capricorn season matters for Capricorns. But no matter what your sign is, what your personal sign is, we can all learn something from Capricorn season. We can all tune into and tap into the energy of Capricorn season. Your boyfriend's birthday is today. That's amazing. That's amazing, Christy. Happy birthday to your boyfriend. My birthday is just in a couple of days, so I'm really excited about that. So anyway, let's get started with Capricorn season. Some of the things that we're going to talk about today is how and why to use astrology for your personal growth, how to tune into astrology for your personal and spiritual growth. We're going to talk a lot about Capricorn season, what that means, what that energy is. We're going to talk a little bit about the full moon in Cancer. So within Capricorn season, hey, today, yay, Capricorns. So within the Capricorn season, we're going to have the full moon in Cancer. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I'm also going to kind of talk a little bit about everything that I'm offering. So if you guys caught my Sagittarius season live video, then you probably know all of that. But just in case anybody hasn't, it'll kind of give you an overview on what I'm offering right now in terms of helping you really dig into whatever season that you're in and really use that for your personal growth and development or spiritual growth and development, right? And so I'm curious, what do people know about Capricorn season? Go ahead and put what you know about Capricorns or about Capricorn season in the chat. And for some reason, my chat it's like on my phone, but it's disappearing. I've never seen it do that before. New feature, I guess, for Facebook. So I will try to keep up with the chat, but I'm probably going to have to tap it pretty often to keep the comments from disappearing. Okay, so how and why I use astrology for personal growth. And I'd love to hear the things that you have already gotten out of using astrology for personal growth, or the things maybe you're trying to achieve from your personal growth with it. Wendy says nothing. You don't know anything about Capricorn season, Wendy? Sandra, to be honest, I'm a slacker witch with astrology. Well, you have me, Sandra, so you can be, right? Okay, so we're going to get into Capricorn season in a minute. I'm just going to talk a little bit about my experience using the seasons and their focus for my personal growth. And so one of the things that I love is having that focus, right? And knowing that whatever I'm focusing on for that season or that month or that whatever that may be, Christy doesn't know anything about Capricorns either. No worries, we're going to go over everything. No matter what, that focus may be, it's nice to have a focus, right? Because sometimes we know, like sometimes we intuitively know, like this is what I need to work on next. But other times we feel pretty good, or we don't have anything specific we're working on, and it can really give us a focus, and it can give us something to kind of dig into and look at. And it's all about cycles, right? This has definitely been something that I have worked with throughout my entire coaching journey, with myself and with other people as well. And that's tuning into cycles, whether it is your menstrual cycle, whether it is the seasons, whether it's these astrological seasons, the moon cycles, right? All of these are cycles in our lives. And I feel like when we tune into cycles and we start to notice the shifting nature of the world and everything, we give ourselves permission to not always be on, or to not always be extroverted, or to not always be productive or achieving. Like, right, we understand that there's times for rest, we understand there's times for doing and producing, and I feel like it just gives so much richness and so much permission for life. So I'm curious if any of you guys have any, and even if you're watching the replay on YouTube, feel free to put a comment down below in terms of like, what have you gotten from connecting with the astrological signs and using that for your personal growth and development. And so how to tune into this right now, basically what I'm doing is I'm tuning into the season. I'm tuning into high level or mid level, what that season means for me, what my focus should be or could be, right? We don't want to use should, what my focus could be for that season. And then also the moon sign. So especially for the four primary moon phases, which is, the new moon, the full moon, the waxing, and the waning moon, first quarter, last quarter. I tune into the moon signs in addition to the sun sign. And so that's kind of how I am tapping into it right now. And so I'm excited that you guys are all here with me, joining me and tapping into it as well. Hey, Rebecca. Okay, so let's talk about Capricorn season. Let's talk about Capricorns. I'm a Capricorn, so I feel like I know a lot about people who are Capricorns. So this is a really cool thing for me to learn about the season itself. So Capricorn is an earth sign. Capricorn energy is very grounded. It's very stable. It's logical, pragmatic, unwavering, right? So very solid in its feeling, right? So some of the things that we can really tap into during Capricorn season is celebration, slowing down, and being grateful. We're in this period here where we have a lot of time off for celebrations for work. We may feel like we are a little extra tired, or we want to fill up our schedules a lot less than we did maybe a month or two ago, right? And so since this is landing in the winter for us, this really is a time to slow down. It really is a time to tune into, your goals and your visions, and asking yourself, what do I want to focus on for 2022? And even as we get into 2022, like continuing to say, like, what are my intentions for this coming year? Capricorn energy is really centered. It's really clear. It really helps us to handle all of the energies that life throws at us. The groundedness that we can get from Capricorn season makes it easier for us to really take in and transmute any energy that comes at us, right? And this can be a great time to uncover our soul's work. So whether that means figuring out what is your purpose, or refocusing or focusing in a little bit closer on the purpose that you already know you have. This is a great time to do both of those things, right? So if you don't know your purpose, if you don't know what your soul's work is, or your soul's journey, or your soul's purpose, this can be a really great time to dig in and find it. And if you do know, this can be a really good time to like reacquaint yourself with it, really sink into it, really place some new intentions on the new year for that purpose, and really just connect in with that. So some activities for Capricorn season is to slow down, be more present and grounded. This could be through meditation. This could be through journaling. This could be through presence, setting intentions for the new year, and creating a vision board. And so I wanted to mention, I didn't bring the link. I was planning on like dropping the link, but I don't have it with me right now. But right here is the vision PDF, which is totally free. I've created this for you guys for this season. It talks a little bit about the Capricorn season. It has a step-by-step guide in finding your life's work. And it actually has a little place where you can journal about your vision. It's got a space where you can set up a vision board, and it's also got some journal prompts. So I do have the visioning exercises in here. I have journal prompts for 2022. I have affirmations, and Sid Larson has curated a Spotify playlist, which is also in the free PDF. So if you haven't downloaded that yet, feel free to download it. Let me grab the link for you real quick. I'll just post it. I don't even think I can do that actually, because I'm not even in Facebook right now on my computer. Let me see. I'll try to hurry. So I'm curious, while I am posting this, what would you like to really be focused on during Capricorn season? What is coming up for you that you would like to focus on? And I am about to post the link. So give me just one more second, guys. Thank you for your patience. Okay, right here. All right, so I've posted the link below. Feel free to go to that link to download the free PDF, which will include lots of fun things for you to do during Capricorn season. So let's talk a little bit about the full moon. I would love to hear your goals for the season too, as I start to talk about the full moon. Janae says slowing down, relaxing, maybe make a few lists. I love that, Janae. I noticed that I really, really felt a need in the last 2 weeks to really slow down. And so that's definitely something I'm going to be doing too. I'm going to be doing all of the intention setting that's in here. I have a whole list of journal questions that I'm going to be going through to really nail down my vision for 2022. Hey, Jen, you found us. Okay, so let's get started with the full moon. So the full moon that we're going to see during the Capricorn season is the full moon in Cancer. And I did not write down the date. I feel like it's around, I think it's the 17th. I think it's January 17th. We're going to have the full moon in Cancer. Thanks, Rebecca. Oh, you're so awesome. Thank you, Rebecca. Okay, so anyway, the full moon in Cancer. So a full moon is like the midway point between two new moons, right? So it is like this midway point within a cycle. Every moon cycle starts with a new moon. It ends with the next new moon. And so this is like the midway point. This is where we really break through, process, release, in order to really manifest that goals that we set in the new moon. So we set the goals at the new moon, and then at the full moon, we're really noticing the higher vibrational energies and the lower vibrational energies, right? We can really see where we're at on that spectrum between the two during the full moon cycle. So when it comes to the full moon, what we're really doing is we're really feeling into where am I at in the spectrum of the higher energies of Capricorn or the higher energies of Cancer? Where am I at in the spectrum of these lower energies of Cancer, right? Kind of the shadow side. And once we can really pin that down, which is very easy to do during the full moon, we can actually make adjustments according to where we're at on that scale, right? I'm only live right now on Facebook, Jenny. Okay, So it's really about, so like a lot of times those lower vibrations can sabotage our efforts, and the higher vibrations can help us really tune into that sign, right? That those energies of Capricorn or of Cancer. And so this full moon energy feels super intense. It really allows us to see both of those vibrations and allow us to transmute and shift whatever vibration we don't want to be in. So once we recognize where we're at, we can then transmute that energy and move up to the next space of frequency, right? This full moon enhances Cancer energy. Cancer is a cardinal water sign. If you guys know the difference between mutated, fixed, and cardinal, please let me know. I have not done enough research on that yet. But it is a cardinal water sign, and water signs help us uncover and process our emotions and deepen our intuitions. So really, we're asked in this full moon to have patience with ourselves, to connect in with our spirit guides, to heal any old wounds that we have, to replenish ourselves. This is a really great time for self-care. This is a really great time to be so giving to yourself with your emotions, right? And so this is a great time to really tap into what helps us feel safe and supported, right? It really encourages the slow change, safety, support. Oh, your third grandchild is a Cancer. I love that. Oh, Janae says Capricorn is a cardinal sign too. I really do want to learn that. I commit to you guys that I'll know the difference between the three by next season. How about that? And then I'll be able to talk a little bit more intelligently about mutable or cardinal. The only thing I know is my son is a Capricorn and I'm a water sign Cancer. Oh, Rebecca, I'm a Capricorn and my daughter is a Cancer. That's so cool. Okay, so the full moon is all about self-care. It's all about emotional care. It's about giving to yourself. It's about finding that support. It's about finding that stability. It's about giving yourself space, right? What do you need for support? Sitting with your feelings, letting them wash through you, gaining the knowledge that those feelings have, right? If you feel triggered by something, if you feel like you're working through something, this is a perfect time to really say, what lessons are in this for me? And what knowledge can I gain from that? Which actually, to me, really helps me move through those feelings a lot faster. So I'm curious, what do you guys know about Cancer? I'd love to hear it below. And then really just to kind of wrap everything up, did you have an aha or an insight today about Capricorn season? And I did want to do a couple announcements, kind of talk about what I'm offering right now for everybody. So right now I have all 4 workshops, and these are usually on TikTok. I think the full moon workshop this month is going to be over Zoom, so it's going to be a little bit more one-on-one. But every month I'm doing 4 workshops. Usually they're on TikTok: the new moon, the full moon, the first quarter, and the last quarter. And what we do in those TikTok lives is we really sit down and we do some grounding. We always tune into, the energies that we're working with at the moment. We tend to have come up with intentions and affirmations. We touch base on our goals. We set goals for the new moon. And we really set up these intentions and these really beautiful reflection points 4 times throughout the month, which I have been absolutely loving. So I'm curious if any of you guys have been going to these moon events. How have you been finding them? Do you like them? And then next, every morning, 7:30 a.m. Mountain Time, I do a daily live stream on TikTok. And in this live stream, we read from the book Raise Your Vibration by Kyle Gray. So right now we're on day 10 of the daily vibes. Each vibe is connected with one of the chakras, and it's to really help us raise our vibration. So we do a little bit of reading from the book. We do a little bit of meditation, maybe some journaling. And then I do free 1-card pulls for tarot or oracle cards. And so like I said, that is every day, 7:30 a.m. Mountain Time during the week, 9 a.m. Mountain Time on the weekends. Feel free to join in if you'd like to check it out. I know several of the people here who are with me live come to that live stream on a daily basis or on a regular basis, right? So thank you guys for that. Like it's such a beautiful community. Janae says, I've heard that Capricorns to be the father of the signs and Cancer is the mother. I totally get that, Janae, because Capricorn is really like steady and stable and financial. So it definitely has a lot of masculine energy kind of incorporated in Capricorn. And Cancer is very, very emotional, very nurturing, very loving. I love that analogy, Janae. Wendy says, my granddaughter is the most cuddly one and she's a Cancer. My daughter's a Cancer and my sister was a Cancer. And they're so loyal, right? They're so sensitive and loyal. Mm-hmm. Oh, thanks, Rebecca. Okay, so in addition to the 4 workshops, in addition to the morning meditation, I also have been putting out a PDF all about the current season that we're in. I've been really loving that. So I love your guys' feedback on that too. How are you liking the PDFs? They're totally free. So if you're missing any, I do put them on my website as well. So you can download anything from the website if you've missed any of them. And card readings, right? So I just finished my Capricorn spread, which I'm really excited about. So every month, every season, I put out a card reading specifically for the energies of the season, right? So I have a lot of people actually book into these specific readings. They're like, oh, I'm a Scorpio. I want the Scorpio reading. And I do want to encourage you do not have to be a Capricorn to really benefit from the Capricorn reading. I have so much fun with the seasonal readings because they just always seem so perfect at the time. So anyway, you can feel free to book in for one of those. You can message me if you'd like one of those readings, or you can book it on my website as well. And the website, I think I'm still in the Facebook group. It's sunnysync.com. It's actually quite easy. Let me see if I can type it in for you guys. Just in case you are interested in checking out the website. There we go. So I also put the website in the comments down below. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'll make sure to also include it in the description above the video. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm also planning on doing one of these live streams every single month, just talking about the season, just kind of grounding us into the new season that we're in, what to expect for that season, what to expect for the full moon. If there's anything else you'd love for me to talk about in this specific live video, let me know and I can always add it in next time. Janae says cancers are like Hufflepuffs. I haven't watched Harry Potter, but I love it. Wendy says I have air, water, earth, fire people in my life. That's awesome. Okay, guys, it's been so fun. I'd love to hear an aha or an insight, or even just something that you'd like to focus on throughout this season. It is from, this season will end on the 19th of January. So we still have 3-ish weeks left, almost 3 weeks left, or right around 3 weeks left of this season. So what is your goal? What are you going to work on throughout the Capricorn season? I'd love to hear below. Hi, Leslie. How's it going? We're just wrapping up, Leslie, but if you want to watch the replay will be available in just a couple minutes. Just waiting to hear what you guys will be doing for Capricorn season. Rebecca says, I'm thinking. No worries. Take your time, guys. I'm just gonna hang out and watch for your comments to come in. No pressure. I'm gonna try to keep these videos to around 30 minutes. So we're actually perfect for time right now. And by the way, the 4 workshops that I do, they tend to be about an hour. They tend to be about an hour each, and you have to bring a journal and a pen to the workshops. It looks like I'm looking away, but I'm actually looking at my phone. Rebecca says, I'm just going to focus on my son this month because it's his birthday. Oh, I love that. I will be working to clean out my house. That's perfect. Absolutely. Especially when we're like ringing in the new year. When we're really looking to bring something new in this year. I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait for 2022. I'm hoping that it's better than 2021. This has been a hard year. So when we're really like looking to bring things into our lives, it's so good to like get rid of the old stuff, right? To get rid of what we no longer want in our lives. I love that, Wendy. Anybody else before we wrap up for the day? I could pull us a Capricorn. Let's do a collective reading while I wait for your guys' comments to come in. Let's pull a Capricorn, a card. I will be working to clean up my credit, pay off debt, and heal some trauma. I love that, Jen. So good. I have a blended family now, so I will also be working on all of them. That's beautiful. Okay. Let me pull us a Capricorn card. I do winter cleaning, not spring cleaning. Totally. Okay. We got ant spirit. Time to collaborate. Time to collaborate. I really love this card because it's got the little ants there. And when you think of ants and how they work together to achieve a common goal, I just absolutely love that. And I feel like right now we are collaborating. So this is our sign to make time for collaborations, make time for learning from others, expanding in our growth and development by tuning into and tapping into the wisdom of others. My goal within the year is to buy a house for me and my son. I love it. Okay, guys, thank you so much for coming. Thanks for hanging out with me and chatting about Capricorn season. Like I said, I plan on doing this every month right at the beginning of the season. So if there's anything that you'd like me to talk about that I'm not addressing, just feel free to let me know. Have a great day, guys. And if you come to my morning meditation, I will see you tomorrow. Why did I just try sending hearts like on TikTok? Rebecca, there's a little heart button. You can hit the like little red heart button. It's a little different, but it's still there. Bye, guys.